Wyclef Jean, BKS1 Radio. Let's go.
This is Essence Atkins, and this is BKS1 Radio.
Hi, this is Melba Moore, and you're listening to BKS1 Radio.
Yo, check it out. What's the deal? This the chef. Giving a big shout out to my peoples. Big KS, you already know what it is. Salute.
What's up? It's your girl Monifa, and I'm hanging with BKS1 Radio.
Hi, I'm Iyanla Vanzant, and you're listening to BKS1 Radio.
BKS Radio, baby.
Hey, this is Jasmine Guy for BKS1 Radio.
What's going on? This is Lamont Rooker, and this is BKS1 Radio.
Shout out to BKS1, the best kept damn secret in the business.
Hey, what's up? This is Raven Goodwin from BET's Being Mary Jane, and shout out to BKS1.
Hi, this is Leon. You're watching BKS1 Radio.
BKS1. God bless y'all.
Good morning. Wake your ass up.
It's the official Man Cave Morning Show. Let's clap it up. Oh, we in the building today. We had the grand room.
Hey.
Everybody showed up to school today. Everybody came to class today. You already know what it is, man. Luck. We're going to start off first and foremost with the introductions. You are on the Man Cave Morning Show, BKS1 Radio. You already know what it is. Now, my father. We got my dude right here. The man, we always had the plan. My man, Smooth P.
Smooth P.
In the building.
What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all?
And sitting next to me, my man 50 Grand.
Yeah.
You got the smooth voice. Yes, the ladies call him the dude. He's in the building. Clap it up for the dude.
I like how you did that. The bass.
Yes. And to my far right, the dude that gets a little rude, especially when he's in a bad mood. We call him what? Deacon Woo Woo.
Wu-Tang is for the children. What kind of after? Hey.
Returning from the west, the south, back on the east. She has came back to grace us with her beautiful presence.
The flamethrower.
The flamethrower.
The bedazzler.
The bedazzler.
The sparkly.
We call her Jackie. Let's get ready to rumble.
Come on a game show. Good morning, everybody.
Welcome back, Jackie D.
Thank you, Boo.
Clap up for yourself.
Yes.
Thank you, Lisa.
I am just humbly stormed on the general. Salute to you all. Peace and blessings. One love. Let's love each other more. Let's hate. All right. You're officially on the Man Cave Morning Show. But first and foremost, we gotta say, shout out to everybody watching us live right now on YouTube. Shout out to everyone watching us live right now on Twitter and Periscope. Salute to everybody watching us live on Ustream. Shout out to everyone watching us live on the mother site, WBKS1.com. And shout out to everyone listening to us live on what? That TuneIn app. If you don't have it by now, please download the TuneIn app. It's free. Salute,
it's free.
Love, peace, blessings to everyone watching us right now on Facebook. We love you all. Share it out to the world. Let people know the Man Cave Morning Show is here. And we're going to talk about some things today. And we got a great guest, too, checking in with the Man Cave Morning Show. So you don't want to miss this. Now, let's get some love to everybody trickling in. Good morning, Nikki Raspberry. Good morning, Teddy Jones. Good morning, Patricia Shell Gibbons. C.E. King Parker. Good morning, Wendy Chef Johnson. What's up, baby? Good morning, Kiss in the building. Good morning, Ricky Williams. Good morning, Sandy D. What's up, baby? Good morning, Summers Michael. Good morning, D.W. Brown. Good morning, Jay Gray. Good morning, Kim Ebron. Thank you so much for always sharing out and showing love and support. We appreciate you. Good morning, Denise Sparrow. Denise Sparrow on the check-in. Good morning, Kaz Minor in the building. Greg Booth, Cuzzo, what's up, fam? Glad you made it back to Colorado safe. Good morning to Robert Parham. Good morning, sir. Good morning, Wanda Thomas. Good morning. Good morning to you all as you trickle in. You are officially on the Man Cave Morning Show. People are already saying, welcome back, Jackie D. Let's clap it up for Jackie D. No doubt. Good morning. Now, let's get this thing on and popping. One of the topics we are discussing today is, what's your deal breaker that will stop you from committing to someone? What is your deal breaker that will stop you from committing to someone? And I'm going to put it right in the post because it's grammatically incorrect. Stop you. I didn't put the you there. I'm going to put it there now. And I think we got our guest calling in already before we even get into the topic. And it's all good.
Yes. Right on time. Right on time.
And so, Dennis, we want to welcome to the show. Who we got? We're going to surprise the people. Who we got right now on the line?
We got my man, Demetrius Angelo on line. Let me give y'all a little bit of background real quick. I'm going to try not to talk too much. No one told me to shut up. Yeah. So, but anyway, on a serious note, Demetrius Angelo is the founder of the Urban Action Film Fest.
Founder of the Urban Action Film Fest.
That he does every year in New York at Times Square. And I'm going to let him talk a little bit. You there, Mr. Demetrius?
Well, let's welcome officially to the man.
I'm here. Can you guys hear me? I'm at New York Comic Con right now, so I'm just hoping I got some good reception for you. Can you hear me?
We can hear you nice and clear. Welcome to the Man Cave Morning Show, Demetrius. We're so honored to have you on our show. How's everything going?
It's great. I appreciate you guys. It's actually the Urban Action Showcase and Expo, but it features the Urban Action Showcase International Action Film Festival with Cinemax and HBO. Our whole focus is to celebrate diversity and the multicultural achievements in the blockbuster action genre and to change the dynamics of mainstream media by bringing more heroic multicultural characters to the big and the small screen.
Absolutely.
So at the end of the day, it's about celebrating our images as heroes and not something criminal, you know, because perception is reality. And if you're always having images of me as a criminal or something that's derogatory, you know what I'm saying, your perception of me is going to be negative. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, we're trying to use the same tools that were used to create negative images of people of color to change them to create positive images.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, for those that don't know, tell the world, tell the listeners right now a little bit about Demetrius Angelo as far as some of the great things you've done. I know you're a stuntman, you're a martial artist, you're an actor, filmmaker,
Well, started way back in the 70s, been doing the martial arts over 40 years. I am a SAG-AFTRA stunt guy. You know, the arts is basically, you know, one of the pillars of my life, you know, growing up training. I've been fortunate to train with a lot of great individuals. As a person, you know, my goal is just to lift up my people, you know. That's I feel that's my calling. So I put together both of the things I love, you know, the martial arts, the action, and all that stuff. I just combined it into a platform to just try to change lives and try to be more productive. And basically that's it. I do have, another show called Behind the Action where we go behind the scenes with the hidden heroes of action, and that's the stunt community. Because a lot of people don't realize back in the day, in the 70s and in the early 80s, the actual stars did their action, you know. But today, you got people who are stunt doubles. These stunt guys are actually doing the action for this new generation. So, I feel that they put their lives on the line, and people need to recognize that the effort that they put forth to make these movies so spectacular.
Right.
So, you know, we have that going on as well.
Now tell us, you know, what can people expect when they come out November 9th and November 10th to the Urban Action Showcase 2018? What should they expect to see?
Well, November 9th is actual private affair at HBO for the filmmakers and for our sponsors and celebrity guests. So the public can't come to that. But November 10th, though, AMC Theater, Times Square, 42nd Street and 8th Avenue, the Crossroads of the world. We've got 14 hours of action cinema, 6 theaters, everything from the official selections of the Urban Action Showcase to Blade 20th anniversary, Enter the Dragon 45th anniversary. And as you know, Enter the Dragon is the first martial arts film ever to be made by a major studio, which is Warner Brothers, which is one of our partners. 40th anniversary of Game of Death. You got Saturday Afternoon Kung Fu Theater. Everybody remembers that. We got 14 hours of old school action Kung Fu Theater featuring black heroes of Kung Fu cinema. So we got Ron Van Cleef, the Black Dragon. So be there. We're screening Revenge, Black Dragon's Revenge, Way of the Black Dragon. And then special surprise guest, Carl Scott, Sun Dragon, Kung Fu Executioners, Soul Brothers of Kung Fu. So he'll be there. Then we taking him back to black action. It's the 45th anniversary of Cleopatra Jones. We're screening Foxy Brown, Shaft, Superfly, the original Superfly. We ain't, you know, Ron O'Neal, the real deal. You know what I'm saying? So we got that. We got Retro Action Cinema. It's the 30th anniversary of Action Jackson, 30th anniversary of Above the Law, 30th anniversary of Bloodsport. Man, we killing them with action, man. Not only that, then if you're actual looking to get into the action business, we got all the stunt coordinators from Marvel, from Blacklist, from Blind Spot. We got all these guys coming through to look at. If you're a martial artist, and you're looking to get into the industry. You still there?
Yes. No, we listening to you, man. We loving it.
Okay. Yeah. You looking to get into the industry? You know, we got that. Then we also have seminars taught by these action icons. So you got Carl Scott teaching a seminar. You got JKD for film. You got bladed weapons for film. You got firearms for film. So you got actual seminars where you can learn. You know, so our foundation is information, education, facilitation, and exposure. So not only do you need the show, but you need the business. With the business aspect and getting in, and we're providing opportunities.
Now, one of the things I want to ask you, can you tell us some of the progress you saw, that you've seen since you've been in the business with African American action stars and action films? Some of the progress that you've seen, and are we at a better place now?
You know what? That's a difficult question, and I'm gonna tell you why. It's been 20 years since we had a alpha male hero on the screen as a standalone character. Blade was 1998. Before that, you had Spawn, Michael Jai White, which we celebrated last year, 1997. As far as superheroes, you know, it's been few and far between. Like, once again, Black Panther is 2018. Okay, what do we have in the middle? Well, in the middle, you have, obviously, Wesley Snipes, Passenger 57, you know, and a couple of other things. And then after that, you have what we call the more ambiguous characters, such as The Rock, such as Vin Diesel. But as far as people that you know unmistakably, oh, this is the African-American. You know, they gave Catwoman a chance with Halle Berry, but, you know, I got to be honest. I feel now in 2018, after that whole debacle at the Academy Awards and this, that, and other, people are starting to recognize, you know, or admit our value. It ain't no recognize our value. It's admit. Because those are lies that our images don't sell overseas. Those are lies. You know, our images as sports athletes, as singers, they sell worldwide. So our image sells overseas. So that's a lie. And obviously we debunked the lie when it came to the action genre that our image don't sell overseas with the blockbuster numbers from Black Panther. But, you know, at the end of the day, we cannot rest. This is just the beginning. Finally, we got something on TV. We got obviously Luke Cage, and we have Black Lightning, and then we have some other shows where we have sidekicks. But I'm not into sidekicks. I want to run the show. You know, we're more than a sidekick. You know what I'm saying? So I think we're at the beginning of making some changes, but I would caution people not to get comfortable. Continue to demand your image and demand it in a heroic manner.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Fred Williamson changed the game. He had in his contract, number one, he can't die. Number two, he win all the fights. Number three, he always gets the girl he wants. So that's what I'm talking about. We're talking about being empowered, and having power over your image. That's another thing. We have distribution. Distribution is no longer an issue. It used to be, we can't get distribution. That's done. The digital revolution changed all that. Ain't nobody watching network television. Everybody's watching on demand. That's called OTT, over-the-top transmission. People are not. That's why they're cutting the cord. You're not. You know what I'm saying? That's why you have YouTube. More people watch YouTube than anything else.
It's fact.
So the platforms exist. So we need to continue to push together and create great content. Work together. That's the key. Just like y'all doing, we need to come together with unity, with humility, and with self-love, and start using our dollar and our buying power for us. We are the number one content consumers, period.
In the world.
Period. When it comes to film and television.
Demetrius.
So why aren't? Go ahead.
Okay, this is this is Wu. Very big comic book fan, very big action fan, child of the 70s, etc. Okay, if we look at, let's say, Blade 20 years ago, Blade single-handedly revitalized the Marvel film industry, because Marvel movies up to that point were complete garbage. Now when Blade
but let me explain something to you. That it's a Marvel movie, but it wasn't put out by Marvel. We put that out. Warner Brothers put that out. It's called New Line Cinema. That's our brand. Just like Spider-Man is not put out by Marvel. That's put out by Sony. So just like X-Men is not put out by Marvel, it's put out by 20th Century Fox. Remember? That's why you think they want to buy their stuff back.
So yes sir. If you look at the amount of revenue, like let's say a Blade produced 1 and 2, 3 was garbage. We know about Amon-Ra Productions, which is Wesley Snipes' production studio, etc. You go 20 full years. 20 years. I mean, of course, I love Spawn as well, but I'm a nerd and I'm a geek. But in terms of mainline money making, Blade made a lot of money, as you know. We had to wait 20 additional years, and they kept telling us that we can't headline films. It's not going to make money.
That's what I said. I agree. That's why I said we got to change that.
Now, when you look at, let's say, a Black Panther, I think it broke the bank with over $1 billion. Why do you think it took 20 additional years from one huge explosion, then this drought, and then now another? Can they continue to say that we don't produce income? Can they continue to say that we can't headline films?
Listen to me. Once again, all that's a lie. Perception is reality. That's a lie. That's their. When you control the distribution, you remember what DC was doing to Marvel back in the day with distribution of comics, right?
Yes.
How they were controlling it?
Yes.
Same
Warner
thing.
Brothers, DC,
when you don't have the facilities to produce your own image, you are at the mercy of someone else. So you're under their control. And they've been controlling you with a lie all these years. But you've had these voices crying out in the wilderness saying, that's a lie, that's a lie, that's a lie. But you figure they're in the wilderness, they don't know what they're talking about.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, 20 years, because it took 20 years for the pressure to come on.
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying? We're putting pressure on these. Like, for instance, I'm not sure if you know this, but I produced the 30th anniversary of The Last Dragon.
Wow.
I put that pressure on Sony. If you look at that Blu-ray, look behind there, look on there, you'll see me, and you'll see me talk about the 30th anniversary of The Last Dragon. I created that. But I took my platform, I went to Sony, I said, look at your content. Look at what you've done for 20 and 30th anniversaries of your content, and you've made Blu-rays, this and another. This is a pillar of the African-American community as well as abroad, and yet you don't have it on Blu-ray. How is that? So then they start double talking, and then they say, "Oh, I guess they thought they would throw the Joker card on me."
Right,
oh, well, you know, if you could produce the behind the scenes. What they said was I had already done that when I did the 30th anniversary, because I did the 30th anniversary in 2014 at the end of the year, where my event is in November. That way, you jumpstart the year, just like a new car comes out a little early before that year.
Right.
So I had all those people on speed dial already because they had already come to the event. So, long story short, we shot it in March. It came out August 15th, 2015. So now you have The Last Dragon on Blu-ray, as it should be. And now my next feat is to say, hey, what's up? It's Ultra HD time now. Where you at? You got all this. You got freaking what's that thing called? Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and Ultra HD. So if you can put Rudolph, you can put The Last Dragon. So at the end of the day, it's power. You know, when people have power, they're going to use it for themselves. So it's time for us to take the power, and we got it now, and we need to do something with it.
You know what? That's funny you mentioned The Last Dragon, because I thought that was such an excellent film.
Yeah. So did I.
And the way it was done. But I also expected to see Timok excel. Excel as an action star so much further.
Yeah, well, you know what? Once again, that's that politics and all those other things that go on with those situations. Because if you think about it, The Last Dragon was the first action film, period, that was not part of the blaxploitation era.
Right.
The blaxploitation era ended in 1984 with the sequel to Three the Hard Way.
Yes.
It was called One Down, Two to Go.
Yeah.
Fred Williamson, Jim Kelly, Jim Brown, and Richard Roundtree. 1985, you have Barry Gordy. And Barry Gordy had produced 2 other films before that, but never an action film. He produced Mahogany.
Yes.
Am I right?
Yup.
And The Wiz.
Right.
Hello.
Right.
With his girl.
Right.
What's the singer's name? Diana Ross.
Right.
Both of them with them. 1985. He mixed martial arts and Motown, something that's never been done before. And arguably, this is the first superhero we've ever had. Because the glow, if you listen to Sure Enough, he says this is elusive. The something, no, he said, I'm sick of tired of hearing these BS Superman stories of the elusive Leroy Green. Remember that?
Yeah, catches
so he's sort of foreshadowing that he has some type of superpower, talking about catching bullets with his teeth. How many regular people catch bullets with their teeth? So his power was the glow, which gave him extraordinary power.
Right.
But either way, whether you want to see him as an action hero or superhero, he's the first of that era. It's also the first of the kind when you talk about diversity in your cast. You're talking about, you know, technology. There's never been video and movie and all that stuff mixed together. So it was a phenomenon.
It was.
And, you know, believe it or not, he's with us right now, and we're keeping it we're keeping it together.
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, Demetrius. So this is Jackie D. How are you? And good morning. So I have to ask you, for those of you people who are tuning in, and probably most of the men, I'm sure, know what this is all about. For the women who don't know what you are doing and where you are right now, because you said you were in New York, right? You said you're at the Comic-Con. So could you explain to our listeners what the Comic-Con is? Because a lot of people probably don't know what it is.
What is Comic-Con, you say, young lady?
Okay.
New York Comic-Con.
Yes, please.
So New York Comic-Con is what we call a pop culture event where you have comic book artists, you have Marvel here, you have DC, you have anything that has to do with anime, with action films. You know, you even have, I think, what's his name, Degrassi, the astronomer, or whatever it is, the real, I forget what he is, some kind of astrophysicist. Okay. Anyway, it's what you call nerd culture.
Okay.
It takes up the entire Jacob Javits Center. It's 150,000 people.
Wow.
You have vendors. You have so many things going on, from panels to everything. So there's a lot happening here. And we're here representing our people, because when it comes to people of color, we're one of the very few people here representing. We've been here for 10 years. We use it as a platform to magnify our heroes, as well as to showcase, Urban Action Showcase, and let people know what's going on in November. But yeah, it's an incredible event.
So for those who don't know, again, you get to go there and you would meet people that you probably wouldn't get to meet. You can sit down, you can talk to them. They will take pictures with you. You can buy all of some of their paraphernalia and things that you, like I said, you probably wouldn't get to meet on a regular basis. Right there,
Correct.
You have all of your stars, and you get to feel like a star that day. And some people even come there dressed up.
Yeah, lots
Yeah.
of people.
Exactly. I'm glad you mentioned that.
Yeah.
It's called cosplay.
Yes.
It's called cosplay, short for costume play, where people dress up as their heroes.
Yes.
That's it. You know, when we were kids, I'm talking about as a guy, we used to run around with towel on our neck, right? Well, who were we? Am I right about it?
Yes.
The towel, and don't take mama's good towel, but we put that towel around our neck, didn't we? And we used to jump off the bed or the furniture. We got in trouble, but then we did it, right?
Yes.
And who were we?
Yes.
We were Superman. We were Batman. We were something. But when we get up and begin to grow up, we recognize that, Superman don't look like me.
Right.
Batman don't look like it. Where are my heroes that I'm imitating?
Yeah.
So
As a youth.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
I have yet another question. As you're at Comic-Con, there was what's the word I'm looking for? Independent comic book called Brother Man back in the 90s. There was also a character called Static Shock. There was a character called Icon, which were produced by African Americans. And what happened was they got folded. I think Warner Brothers DC brought the characters and folded the characters back into DC. What is the likelihood in today's society of reestablishing African American content and taking it directly to like a Netflix or whatever without having those characters like a Static Shock, which was created by black people independently, and then DC brought the character and folded the character into DC, as opposed to having the character named Ion. There was a complete universe created individually, and what happened was they folded it in. Now, how can we establish independent distribution without going the route of, say, going to a Warner Brothers or a DC, etc.?
Okay, well, you're talking about Milestone Comics. That's number one.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Number two, they're back.
Milestone is
They're back again.
All right. Wow.
Yeah, where you been?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but they just left out. They left out one of them, but it's Reginald Hudlin now, which is Warren Hudlin's brother.
The
Reginald
Hudlins have Milestone. Okay.
Denny, and one more, but they left, I think, Mike out. The other one, I forgot his name.
Okay.
But anyway, point is, they're back, and it's still with DC. Now, we have a lot of independent comic book creators.
Yes.
Most of them come to this event, and they're in Artist Alley. A lot of them come to my event as well. And the key is to recognize the value of ownership. See, I think we don't understand.
Yes.
We have it is. We have distribution on Amazon. So, once again, no more excuses. It's about doing, and it's about educating yourself with what is available now. These platforms for distribution are available. That's why you have smart TV. Smart TV, you run something called OTT, over-the-top transmission, where you have app-based content. So you can get your own Roku channel. Or, once again, we have distribution. So come see us. But at the end of the day, you know, we need to keep our content, license it out, but keep control over it so that we can keep our images without allowing somebody to fold it. Just like if you have a record and you get shelved. Well, you have a contract. There's nothing you can do.
Exactly. Once
you sign your stuff over, there's nothing you can do. But the good news is there's a lot of independent comic book creators that are out now which are not only doing physical comics, but they're also doing digital comics. So we need to take advantage of all revenue streams, all platforms, both physically and digitally. So my advice is to continue to do what you do. Use the platforms of social media. Use it. Get the word out, and we need to. Most of all, we need to support it.
Yes.
That's what it is.
That's
Because, for instance, tell me something. Are you asking your friend when them new Jordans come out what store to go to?
No.
Right.
You lined up, ain't you? Got your chair?
Yep.
Lined up out there. You know what store to go to. You'll figure it out. Okay, love yourself. That's what I'm saying.
Absolutely.
Love your image.
Right.
And when you do that, you will find it. It's called WWW because it means worldwide.
Exactly.
You can find it. Hello. You can find it on the internet. You go get them custom-made sneakers on the internet, don't you?
Yep.
Why you can't get your comic book? You go to Amazon.com to get what you want, don't you?
Yep.
Okay. It's too many excuses. We don't have none. Love ourselves. Start supporting our image.
Yes.
Start supporting the positive image as well.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Stop all that, negative stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Once we start doing that, you're going to see the change because, like I said, we are the #1 content. What is it called when you
subscribers?
Look at stuff. We're the #1. I'm sorry.
Consumers.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Content consumers. So we just need to start buying our stuff. That's it.
Absolutely.
Okay. Let me clap that up. I have a question for you. Do you have any intentions on adding a Comic-Con like event to the Urban Action Showcase?
We do. We do. That's why it's called the Urban Action Showcase and Expo.
And Expo.
We got the Action Expo.
Okay.
Yeah, we got comic book creators and independent comic book creators. We got filmmakers. We got anything to do with the action genre. We got animators are there. We got the celebrity guests. Everybody's there.
Nice.
Awesome. And how many days is this for? Is it just like where you are now? Is it for 1 day, 2 days? How many days? It's just one?
This is 1 day, 14 hours. It's called the 14-hour Action Cinema Megathon.
Nice.
14 hours. Yeah.
Okay.
And again, so people can go to the website, and the website is UrbanActionShowcase.com. Yep.
Awesome.
Yep, I'm already there. I'm on it right now.
And let me talk about the ladies. Listen, we got the ladies. They're there. We got the woman, the person that's in charge of Blacklist is a woman.
Nice.
She's there. We got some of the Dora Milaje from the Black Panther. They're there.
Nice.
So we support our ladies and a heroic, positive image, not stereotypes. You're not a damsel in distress. You're saving the day. We got comic books with female stars in them. You know what I'm saying? Who are saving the day? Who are the alpha female characters? So yes, we're working it all the way through. Male, female, everybody.
This sounds like definitely the place to be. Again, support that. It's the Urban Action Showcase and Expo.
Urban Action Showcase.
Yes. Saturday, November 10th.
November 10th.
All right, 14
November 10th.
hours. Times Square, New York. Please go support this amazing event because you know why? It's for us.
Yes.
Dig it.
It is for us.
Black excellence.
We appreciate you, Demetrius.
Black entrepreneurship.
What's up, brother? Definitely.
I appreciate you guys giving me this opportunity. Dennis been supporting us for a couple of years now. I appreciate all you guys, and I hope you guys can come through.
Yes.
For sure.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Be there.
Definitely. Thank you. Continue doing great work, and we're going to come out there, man. Definitely support.
All right, brother. God bless.
Take care, Demetrius.
Respect.
All right.
No doubt.
Have an awesome day.
That was an awesome,
Great interview. Yeah, man.
Yeah, that was a big deal.
awesome education. Yes.
Very informative.
Yes,
That's
very-
definitely my wheelhouse.
Very informative. Shout out to everybody on the check-in, man. And we're going to get into this Man Cave Morning Show. We just had a great guest, again, by the name of Demetrius Angelo.
Yes.
And follow him. Look him up. Again, go to the website. Again, the website is UrbanActionShowcase.com. All right, very easy to get to. I'm loving the website as we look at it and everything. So shout out to him. And again, support us. Again,
Yeah, man.
Support us. And
Need that.
Now,
Black entrepreneurship, Black excellence, support.
Yeah, shout out to everybody on the check-in, man. I see Nikki Raspberry and Julius Gray. I know that's right up your alley, boss. I already know that. Yep. Shout out to Alicia Mitchell on the check-in, Didi, Grand Robin Star, Raymond Sultan Ali, Juanita Caring Hearts Towns. Yes, we about to get this thing on and popping. And guess what? One of our favorite hosts, Jackie D, is back in the building.
Hey, the return of the flamethrower.
I'm back.
Girl, you get real claps.
I'm getting real claps.
Strong J. Strong J.
So now we're going to go into several different things, man. I really didn't want to get dude off the phone. There's so much more I wanted to ask him, but I will see him again and everything. So you already know what it is. Let's talk about some things that's going on real quick before we get into our topic of the day. All right. So my dude, Smooth P, brought this to my attention. He said a homeless guy was basically charging his phone at Dunkin' Donuts.
Oh, Lord, here we go.
And the worker there at Dunkin' Donuts threw water on him.
What?
And thought, and thought that was cool to do. Just to disrespect him because he's a homeless man.
That's not cool.
Wow. So I actually got the clip of it, and we can read this.
Oh my God.
Jay, you could take it. You back now. We got to put you to work.
Syracuse Dunkin' Donuts employee dumps water on a sleeping homeless man.
All right. And...
Okay, Jesus, don't have my glasses. Dunkin' Donuts employee was caught on video dumping water on a sleepless homeless man in Syracuse, New York. The employee and the other workers who watched and laughed as it happened have since been suspended by the Dunkin' Donuts store owners. Syracuse.com reports. The employees have not been identified. I'm sorry, suspended.
Yeah, I was thinking the same.
How about like fired?
Yeah.
Okay. The video of the incident at the North Salina Street store was posted to Facebook on September 30th by Samuel Brezel. Okay. That poor guy. You never know what someone is going through in life. Brezel wrote. Kimberly Wolak, the chief operating officer of the Wolak Group, said in a statement that the company is investigating and said in a statement, "We were extremely disgusted by the behavior of our employees captured in the video."
All right. So now, y'all know what we're going to do. We're going to run the video. Let's look at the video and let's talk about it. Let's see how we really feeling about this. I think it was a disgusting act.
Yeah.
And dude needs to be handled. All right. Here goes the clip.
You want to sleep?
Yo, man, what are this? I tell you want to sleep.
How many times I gotta tell you to stop sleeping in here, man? You here all day, you have enough time, man. How many times the customers and the people gonna tell you to stop sleeping in here? No, there was no accident, bro. You know I'm not playing with you. I ain't gonna call the cops on you like I said. You gonna get out of here. You wanna sleep?
Yo, man, what are this?
Let's just go right into this.
Oh my God.
We're going to go right into this. Wow.
Not cool.
Not cool at all.
Not
on
cool.
No level. There's other ways to handle situations like that. And then he wasn't hurting nobody.
But that's what I was just getting ready to say. He wasn't hurting anyone by sleeping. He's homeless. He's not bothering you. I've been to Dunkin' Donuts where they literally be paying chest in Dunkin' Donuts.
Exactly.
I mean, really? Really?
Yeah.
My thing is this, at the end of the day, whether you're black, white, Asian, young, old, man, woman, we got to realize that everybody is a human being.
Right.
And we need to show compassion for one another in some way, shape, form, or fashion. How many of us, now, not to downgrade where he works, because it's your job.
Yeah.
But you work at Dunkin' Donuts, right?
Yeah.
So how far away from being homeless could you possibly be?
Right.
Listen, everybody one paycheck away.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
I make good money.
I've been there.
Same.
And you still struggling, right? It's hard out here.
It's hard.
Yeah.
That's not cool.
So when you find somebody who's down on their luck, maybe not doing as well as you are or anyone else, the last thing you do is kick somebody when they're down.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
And try to humiliate them or whatever. Like, first of all, I get it. You know, it's in the establishment that you're working in, you're saying the customer, blah 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 blah. First of all, I didn't see
It was no
too many
customers in
customers.
here.
Exactly.
What
I think I seen one customer. Exactly.
Okay.
So, and you saying he shouldn't be there, but who gave you the right?
Right.
To throw something on this person, like that
They
is
should fire him
assault.
and give the homeless guy his job.
Exactly.
How about that?
But that's legalities after. That's assault.
Well,
at
that's
that
what,
point.
that's what I was going to ask. Was that assault? Would y'all consider that assault?
Yes. And to underscore a point that was just made, I read a statistic somewhere that basically said that over 50, maybe 60% of the American population are one paycheck from disaster.
Yeah.
Meaning,
See?
if your check does not come in, it's a disaster. Now, what's supposed to happen is you're supposed to have a cushion of an amount of money for, I think it's
6 months.
6 months
Is it 6
to say that if your income was completely cut off for whatever reason, that you will be able to survive for 6 months without any interruption of your lifestyle.
Yeah.
Now, how many of us can say that? That's the first thing. The second thing, I work with the indigent homeless population. The lack of compassion and the lack of empathy. People that are homeless suffer from mental illness.
Yes. Right.
They have issues. What if that brother would have responded
Snapped, if he
and
would've
snapped
snapped.
in a way?
Yeah. Instead of being docile like he was.
How can you not see yourself? I've been homeless as well. Listen. You never know what could happen to you. You're riding high today, tomorrow you're on the ground.
Yep.
So my prayer is that when you get into a difficult situation, and you will, because you are a human being and you're flawed, it is my prayer that you're not treated the way you treated that brother.
Exactly.
Absolutely disgusting.
Not cool.
You know
Not
what,
cool.
man? And if you look at a lot of videos that we be running, right, a lot of times when it's usually someone black, it's always done on camera.
Yeah.
Like they're showing off for the camera.
Yeah.
The reason why I say that is because, like Wu said, had the dude came at my man and really got at him, you know what I mean? You could tell the dude was showing off for the camera.
Right.
Because, I mean, he didn't even have to pour water on the guy. He could have went and tapped him and like, look, my man.
Exactly.
You know, listen, man, you can't sleep in here. You know what I mean? And then the guy was still yet and humble. That's what was hurtful.
Exactly.
That
And
really
that's
got to
why
me.
Like, I'm
the
sorry, I did it,
owners
but I
He was
did
like,
it.
I was still
of that
sleeping.
place should give him his job. You want to throw water on people? You need to be fired, and he needs to have your job.
Right.
Because that is not cool. That literally broke my heart.
It did.
Who
It
would
was
do that?
heartbreaking. It was
That-
heartbreaking.
I mean, the guy is not bothering anybody. So what? He fell asleep.
Right,
He's not.
right.
He's not bothering anyone. It would be different if he came in and he was begging,
Yeah, right,
asking
exactly.
for money. And granted, we don't know the backstory behind it. We only see what happened,
And the fact-
that was not cool.
And the fact that they filmed it,
And then you gonna
That's
post
the
it.
thing.
means
Yeah.
that
That's
they had
the
the
thing.
intention
They had
to
intent.
Yeah.
to
They had the
humiliate
intention to do that.
another human being.
Not
Exactly.
cool. Not cool.
And unfortunately, the society seems to be going that way, where it's not enough to disrespect someone.
You wanna
but
film it
you want
too.
to humiliate them and then take that humiliation and broadcast it to other people so that other people can laugh. Let me tell you something. What goes around comes around.
Not cool.
Karma
Right,
is real.
man.
What you put out, you are definitely going to get
And it comes back worse.
Well, he got
Yeah.
fired, so that's going to be on his record.
Good.
You
I'm
know what
glad
saying?
he did, because
If-
that's what he should have gotten.
If they use him, you can't use Dunkin' Donuts as a reference.
What you did for the
What was
last 5
what
years?
was the reason they fired you?
Right.
I pour water on
Which they cannot ask.
Yeah.
It's illegal.
They-
You can't.
they-
You
they-
can't ask, but you can
they-
ask in a roundabout way.
probably
No,
saw
it's-
him on the
no,
video.
you can ask. It's illegal to actually tell.
Yeah. Well,
You could
I
ask
mean,
the
you can say,
question.
"Hey, well,
Yeah, a
how
company-
long were you there?"
Yeah.
Okay, and
They ask.
You know.
They try.
yeah, they try
If you
it, but
find
you don't
somebody
have
who
to.
don't know,
Yeah.
you'll get in trouble.
Yeah, but I just felt like that guy needs his job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now,
Go ahead.
Terrible.
no. We're gonna transition. Shout out to everybody with the comments. Let's read some comments real
Yeah.
quick. Let's see what we got here. I've seen a lot of people disgusted with this.
As they should be.
Let's see.
Not cool.
Timothy Beverly SC, he said, "True Woo." I know mine. Kazmaier said the dumbest thing is that employee videotaped the incident
Exactly.
and more than likely posted it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Nothing
Yeah, that's how we
got
it.
I can't see the rest of this thing just popped up. My window is so small. and then something just popped in front of us. I can't read the rest of it.
That employee would have got broke down. Let's see. And everyone laughed at human decency is dying. Cardi Franklin said, we have lost our humanity as people.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And Juanita Carey Hartstown said, that was hard to watch and hurts me to my heart to see people get treated so poorly. He needs you. I'm sorry. He need to understand this man could one day be him,
exactly,
or one of his family members, exactly.
True indeed, sis.
Yeah, I add to that.
Exactly.
I know we transitioned, but I just want to say, I'm constantly traveling over to New York, between Newark and New York, and you're always seeing people that need help.
Yeah,
I'm a little different. I pick and choose the people that I help.
So do I.
As you should.
And I pick and choose in reference to I don't give them money, but I will buy them food.
Yes.
So if I'll be like, listen, you hungry? If they say, no, I just need, I walk off. If I go to somebody and they like, I'm hungry, I was at Popeyes. We were getting some food last week.
Right.
The lady was like, can you help me out? I said, I certainly can. What you want to eat?
Yeah.
Well, she told me what she wanted to eat when it got it and gave it to her. Now, I can't help everybody in the world.
Exactly.
Like that, but, I pick and choose who I help. And, I think it's just jacked up sometime that we do not understand that everybody, you don't have to, nobody you should be treating any kind of way like homeless or not.
Exactly.
But, everybody you can't help, but if you can't help them, leave them alone.
No doubt.
Exactly.
True.
We're going to take a call. Caller from the 404. State your name when you call it from. You're on the Man Cave Morning Show. What's up?
Yeah, this is Troublemaker. What's happening?
What's up, Troublemaker? What's going on?
Bro?
We used to play chess in Irvington on Springfield Avenue, and the guy that owned the spot, he was so thankful that we was there because he got robbed a couple of times. And he knew that we wasn't going to let nothing happen where we played chess at.
Right.
So it's beneficial in a way, but with that guy, that was just straight disrespectful. I'm telling you, got a guy that's healthy and whatever, and he's going to pick on the weak.
Yeah, exactly.
Now let's say he was a guy, right, that was on that's at the festival. That guy looked like a little slim or whatever, looked like he could be whooped his ass. Looks like anybody could whoop his ass. But that guy know martial arts. That guy know martial arts. You wouldn't look at him just to say he know martial arts. Now let's say he poured water on him. And he would have got up and whooped the natural beard off his ass.
Right, you're right about that.
No doubt.
You never know who you're messing with.
Yeah,
true. You're right.
True.
Yeah, man.
And again, he wasn't bothering anybody.
But Duke could have been crazy.
No.
There's a lot like Wu said. There's a lot of homeless people who have mental illness issues. This guy could have had a machete in his coat.
Facts.
He could have anything.
Exactly.
It could have went real left.
Yes.
Like you just don't do that. You don't know who you messing with.
And again,
and it wasn't warranted.
People don't care that cameras are around.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, think about that. Everything is under surveillance, and people do not care. They give zero, about a camera being around. They will commit a crime, do something crazy. They do not care.
Absolutely.
I just don't understand what people be thinking. Why would you do that?
God forbid that, what I'm saying, like Wu said, if he's a little unbalanced and he see him in the street,
Not cool.
Well, Wu knows because, I'm a vet. I'm a veteran. And some of us veterans, we be down and out, we be homeless or whatever, but we still have the experience of what we've been trained to do.
True.
Exactly.
Now you piss us off.
Exactly.
Back to your training.
We're gonna break this 11 off in your ass. Just let you know what we can do.
True that.
Yeah, you're
doubt,
right.
man. No, you're right.
Muscle memory kicks in real fast.
No doubt.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Well, as always, we appreciate you calling in, Troublemaker.
Pleasure.
Yes.
And sharing your view.
That's right. Respect my radio name. That's right. All right.
I think that.
Peace.
All right, my dude.
I think that all of us.
All right. Later.
Take care, brother.
I think that all of us every day should focus on compassion.
Yeah, man.
I think that all of us every day should step outside of ourselves and our arrogance and our self-absorbed ways to understand that all of us are connected, we all need help, and to simply focus upon someone else, to put energy towards another person. Now, in the environment that we're living in, you're seeing cruelty exponentially propagated through the electronic media. And what it does is it brings us all down as a society. All of us, if you profess to be a Christian, if you say you are Muslim, if you say that you are a Buddhist, don't just talk about it, be about it, because there's a rising tide of cruelty, of debauchery, of demonic energy. If you don't do something actively, which is to first have a thought to be compassionate towards another individual, you are indeed part of the problem. Be part of the solution and be more compassionate and less cruel.
No doubt.
Facts.
All right, we're gonna transition. I'm gonna let Wu lead in with this story. So, her name is Crystal Mason. All right, Crystal Mason begins prison sentence in Texas for crime of voting.
I'm sorry.
She begins a prison sentence in Texas for the crime of just voting. All right. So that's Mason in the picture, and we're gonna break the story down a little bit. And
Crystal Mason,
yes,
the woman who became the poster child for voter suppression when she was sentenced to 5 years for casting a ballot in Texas, has gone to federal prison as the start of her ordeal. Mason, 43, surrendered voluntarily on Thursday to authorities and was taken to federal prison in Fort Worth, Texas. She left her 3 children behind. In her final Facebook post, she went inside. She wrote, "The fight is not over. I'm glad God chose me for this journey. I'm walking into there with no tears and my head held high."
Wow.
Now,
for casting a vote that was not counted, she will now serve 10 months in federal system. While locked up, it is likely that her final appeal in state court will be exhausted, which means she could be passed at the end of the 10 months directly to state custody for up to 5 years.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
That's crazy. Her lawyer, Allison Grinter, said she was dismayed to see Mason ripped from her family. This is an act of voter intimidation, not the will of free people. All right. Grinter added, "Make no mistake, this is a clarion call to our over-policed and over-prosecuted communities of color.
Wow.
You are not welcome in the voting booth, and any step out of line will be punished to the fullest extent of the law." That's crazy.
Okay, somebody needs to go deep into this because I'm so confused. I'm sorry. What had happened?
A felon in the state of Texas.
Yeah, if you have a felon, you're not supposed to.
You're not supposed to vote.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, because I know I missed something. I was like, wait, what?
I think in most states, if you're a felon, you're not supposed to vote. But still, you don't put somebody in jail for 10 years because they voted. First of all, why because you were a felon are you now don't have the right to choose who should be governing you? I don't get that. Because I'm a felon, I have no rights now at all.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah. Pretty much.
That's just crazy to me.
Yeah. Pretty much. It's sad. You don't count. Sorry.
Exactly. So I'm just out of the human race now.
Okay. Yeah. So now,
because I have a felony.
We know that the prison industrial complex is designed to disenfranchise us.
Absolutely.
Okay. So watch this. We know that we are disproportionately over-policed. We know that we receive harsher penalties and fines.
Right.
So what they want to do, because the Voting Rights Act was in 63, I believe.
Right.
So please understand that 50 years ago or a little more, black people did not have the right to vote. Now that you do have the right to vote, they want to suppress your right to vote.
Yes. Scare you out of it.
And scare you out of it and take your right to vote away.
Right.
It's not a conspiracy. It is a conspiracy. It has been proven to know that I could be a rich white dude and rape somebody.
Come on.
And get probation.
And remain in power and I get to shame the people that accuse me of the crime. Still stay in power. But a woman that was trying to exercise her right to vote is thrown in prison for over 5 years. Listen. If you think, brothers and sisters, that you're not property, if you think that you have full citizenship, if you think that you can exercise representation, if you think that you are presumed innocent, you're not. You're presumed guilty. The laws are set up as such, and we cover case after case after case after case that shows clear differential treatment. What are we going to do about it?
That also shows we never stop paying for the crime.
Yeah.
So listen,
Say that.
all of us make mistakes.
Yes.
All of us do something that we regret, whatever. But this just shows we never stop paying for the crime.
Absolutely. Because did they look at what she's doing since her offenses? And okay, so I don't know what led her to do that, and I'm just gonna play devil's advocate here, because if I know that I am not supposed to do this because that's what the law says, then I'm not gonna do it. Because I don't want to be ripped from my children. I don't want to be a martyr. Yeah. I get it. I understand. I'm just saying, if she didn't know, then somebody should have educated her before. She should have asked a lot of questions. You understand what I'm saying? If you haven't voted for a while and you were incarcerated and you get out and you're a felon, let's just say, I'm sorry, you know how Texas is. We in Texas.
Does that deserve being locked up?
No. That was my point. That's what I was getting to. She's in Texas. Okay, we're not talking New Jersey. The states that are a little more lenient. Okay, we're talking Texas. They still wave that flag, if you know what I'm talking about. All right, that Confederate flag in a lot of places. Absolutely. So why would you not try to educate yourself? Remember, World Wide Web. You can find out so many different things. You can Google the dumbest stuff on the World Wide Web and find millions of answers. That's all I'm saying.
No,
you know what I mean?
While I will agree with you,
yes,
we know. We know that we're overly policed.
Yes,
we know that we are overly prosecuted. We just covered a story yesterday where a police department would lock up black people, would target black people and put false charges on them and put them in prison.
Just to make their records look good.
And we covered a story like that last month as well. Yeah. So en masse, as a people, since we have such a large consumer base, since we spend money so frivolously on such bullshit, perhaps we could begin to pool our resources financially to hire some attorneys to systematically address these racist, draconian practices.
All I'm going to say to that, and I fully understand, but how woke are we? Everybody's running around saying we must stay woke. Half of us are still asleep.
We are woke enough.
Sandman, all in there.
We're woke enough to spend money on dumb shit every day.
That's
how woke we are.
But here's my thing.
Go ahead, Norm.
No, go ahead.
I want to add to that. As you guys were talking, I just zoned out a minute in reference to us as black people.
Yes.
If you look at the history of black people, from biblical days even up to now, there's something about our enemies that always seem to accelerate or excel past us, because our power is in unity. That's our power. Children of Israel, anytime they were separated, they were always overtaken. They had enemies on every hand, right? Same thing we got today, where you see people dying, scenes being killed by the police. Same thing with this sister that they wound up giving 5 years to. See, once you understand that the fear tactics of these of our enemies, because I don't want to put it to a color, I'm just going to say enemies, whoever they be. Once you understand their fear tactics, they're always trying to make examples.
Exactly.
So that there's no uprising.
Exactly.
And uprising doesn't always have to be with guns and bullets. Uprising can be mentally.
Right.
Just coming out of the state of where you are and doing dumb stuff. And I'm tying all this into today. Right. Doing dumb stuff like pouring water on people and recording it, showing off, and all this other stuff that we always talk about, which is why I love this show, because we try to, and Jackie just said it, about people staying awake. You know, most people don't even know what they're sleeping from.
Right.
Wow.
They don't even know what they're sleeping from. So when you mention to stay awake, they'll be like, I am woke. Or their answer to everything is a Black and Mild with weed in it. Wow. And I'm not dogging out weed smokers. I don't smoke weed, but it's from the earth. So I'm just going to leave that alone. Yeah. But anyway, the point being, the problem with us is that we have lost our connections to our power, and our power is our unity. That's all I want to say.
Here's my thing, though. All right, and somebody make me understand this, and I will completely say I'm ignorant to the situation. Okay. So help me.
Okay.
Help me.
Okay.
All right. So, I do something. I'm a felon. I get convicted. I get locked up.
Serve my time.
I serve my time. I do my 10 years.
Yep.
I come out.
Right.
All right. I've been rehabilitated according to how the law works.
Right.
because I did my years.
Now, did you max out, or you still have to go see your parole officer?
So
because it gets tricky.
No, I'm done.
You maxed out.
So
okay.
I'm done. So I get out of prison. I still can't vote. See,
that's crazy.
I have I'm trying to understand the whole thing.
Still, like, still locked up.
What does voting? What does voting have to do with not being able to vote? Have to do with
the crime you committed and
from prison
from prior.
I'm back being an active member of society again.
Exactly.
I'm trying to see who came up with this law and what was their reasoning for creating this type of law in connection with not being able to vote.
Yeah,
because it was geared towards us.
Yes. Like it always
is.
Yeah.
So once you got just look at
is this boo?
Look at the industrial prison systems, the numbers. Just look at the numbers of
caller. Hold on 1 second.
Oh, I'm sorry. We can take the call first.
Caller from the 315. State your name when you're calling from. You're on the Man Cave Show.
Hey, it's Mike. How y'all doing?
Mike,
what's up?
What's good, man? Welcome to the show.
What up, Mike?
So I just heard you ask that question. Why are prisoners not allowed to vote when they become felons? And I think I have an answer to that question for you.
Okay, let's get it.
The vast majority of the people, well, let me say this first. To understand the heartbeat of a nation, you have to first look at its prison population. Because that's where you'll get the realest version of what's going on inside of our nation's heart and our nation's mind. And the people who are the most woke to the corruption in our country, the corruption in the politicians and the military, are the ones who are locked up in prisons and are labeled as the felons. When it's from something as little as minor drug charges of just having an eighth of weed on them or something to anything big, the vast majority of all those people that are incarcerated or labeled as felons are going to vote against the agendas that are coming down from these corrupt politicians. They don't want you voting because they know you are going to have a bias against their agenda.
Exactly.
Wow.
So in order to do that, they have to hamstring it right at that point, because otherwise you'll have a constant growing population of people who have that felon on them who are not going to vote for the agenda. They don't want those people voting because they know they're going to vote from the side that is woke.
Yes, that's correct.
Yo, clap that up.
Yeah.
Wow.
Thank you. Can I just say something, man? Because he always keeps it 100. Mike, you always keep it 100, man. And you know, it's an applaudable move from me to you, because a lot of times, and you know, and please forgive me for how I need to say this, but I'm listening at you talk, and I know that you're Caucasian, and a lot of times you find Caucasians that know the truth but don't speak it. That don't speak it, and every time you call here, man, you speak 100% real. You're 100. And so me not even knowing you, man, but just seeing that 315 when it pops up on the screen, that is you calling, you got my utmost respect, because that's one of the things that will bring that's one of the things that will bring an awareness to this nation, is that when whites and black people come together, not to be talking about what happened, this and that, but to talk about the here and now,
the solutions,
the problems, man. And I applaud you, brother. I applaud you, man.
I'm gonna say this again, and I sound redundant. I've said this on 8 million shows that I've done. The biggest tool that the evil system uses, the devil, is division.
Yes. Correct.
If I can divide, think about if people like Mike, people like us, all came together and said, you know what, enough.
We're gonna change this.
And we all said that one word together, enough.
Right.
We tired of this. And we started formulating a plan or whatever like that to debunk, you know what I'm saying, the system and a lot of the things that we have to deal with. They couldn't take it. They'll try to shut us down. They would try to shut us down.
They first would assassinate all of our characters, so that no one would think that we're upstanding or should listen to anything that we say.
You'd have to shut your Facebook down, Twitter down, Instagram down, because they use it all against you. All right.
No doubt, man.
Yeah.
As always,
Very
Mike,
true.
We appreciate you, Mike.
Respect,
Definitely,
Mike.
man.
Appreciate you.
And it's honored. I really am honored to get respect from y'all. And it's hard these days to find respect from anybody, like genuine respect. But people in these days, they don't like people that speak truth, and the truth only ever points to itself.
Exactly.
A person can point to the truth, but the truth stands on its own, regardless of who's representative of it.
Exactly.
But me, I have an issue that makes me want to be a man of integrity, not even just a person of a specific skin complexion, but truth stands for all the different races to work together, because we are as a species, the only way we will survive our own problems is if we actually band together and see each other as humans with this vast array of beautiful differences that make us all unique. But ultimately, we're incredible as a whole. We can't exist one without the other. The United States Army wouldn't have conquered Hitler in World War II if it wasn't for the black American men who were fighting for them and doing their part.
Mike, you should be. Let's put him in the White House. Can we get Trump out of there and put you up there?
He took the words right out of my mouth.
I don't think he's old enough.
I don't care how old he is. About Hitler, man. And I was going to say that.
Yeah, I'm a couple years too young so far, and I don't have the lobbyists to become president.
Neither did he.
You had the right mind state, though. You have more presidential words coming out your mouth than he has yet.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
The African American community, in my view, represents the true Hebrew people of biblical days, if you ask me.
Salute,
all right.
Man, you breaking it down.
Like this guy.
Don't make me swell up. Don't make me swell up.
He's going in, man. He's going in. He's right, though. Always a pleasure, man. Always a pleasure talking to you,
Appreciate you
brother.
calling in,
I love
man.
y'all. You guys stay safe.
Love you back,
too, bro.
man.
Have a great day.
Sure.
So before we...
He was reading my mind. Not to cut you off, Wu. He was reading my mind. I was, where was I? I think I might have been in Washington, D.C. I think I went down for a martial arts tournament a couple of months ago, and I was talking to this older black man, and he was in World War II. And he said, I want you to understand something. He said, young man, I want you to understand something. The power, the presence and the power of the black man is so great that Hitler had said to America, we would whoop y'all if y'all didn't have the black men fighting for y'all.
And he knew it.
If they didn't, that's where you get the red tails from. Them was the guys that was taking out the German bombers and everything. And I thought about what he said. He said, Hitler respected us.
Exactly.
He could not stand white Americans.
But let me tell you something that all of us and African Americans, black people in general, has always mastered: survival.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
That's for sure.
We've mastered survival. We've been hit with so much that we learn how to survive through it, man. We will find a way just to live.
Turn a food cart into a Cadillac.
Yes.
So the reason that I always enjoy Mike's call is because Mike pursues the truth doggedly. Doggedly pursues the truth, and I endeavor to do that as well. And the truth is so much more harsh than what most people think. If you understand the way this country really, truly works, where it's an oligarchy, a little bit of people control all of the resources, make all the laws, that the system itself is untruthful, demonic, doesn't make any sense. So what happens is they want us to focus on our differences.
Right.
Race is an artificial construct. Class is an artificial construct. Money, as we know it, doesn't really exist.
Facts.
Right? So as someone who is ensconced in racism, when I hear Mike, I remember that there's a larger truth even to racism. Racism is just a way to separate us so that we can continue to be enslaved. The reason that I like this platform, right, is because it pushes the truth into the forefront. The laws, some laws here are unjust. If you follow money, people are losing their lives. Okay? And as Americans, we're all complicit in it Why? Because we continue to want to be ignorant to the truth when we don't have to be. In conclusion,
yes,
like the man said, people that know the truth began to understand that these laws are artificial.
Yeah.
And they make them what? They make them lawless, and they silence them.
Right.
So that people can't come together. So I applaud Mike, and I applaud this platform. We have to take the resources that we have available to us right here and right now, and access to truth, or continue to wait and continue to acknowledge how compliant we are, because we are choosing not to get the truth, but to say sleep. And that's not black, white. That's all of us.
You know what? The piggyback on that, Woo, I think the reason some people don't speak up against the truth is because some people, well, not even the backlash. Some people are comfortable. If the truth doesn't affect you necessarily, it's like, well, what do I got to speak about it for? And I think that's what happens with a lot of white America. It's like, because, well, it doesn't affect me. It's when it does start to intertwine into their lives is when you see a lot of them change. Like I could tell you for a fact, like a lot of white people for years thought that we just was complaining and all this was crazy about the police and all this nonsense.
Absolutely.
You know, until they start to see it. And or some of them live through it themselves. And it's like, oh wow, like this is real. Like this stuff y'all was talking about for a long time.
Incident.
I got a story. A guy I used to work with some years ago, a white guy, and he was telling me his wife and a black couple that didn't know, they were going out to dinner somewhere. And the black couple was driving them. I think they had a BMW or whatever. So they were driving. The black couple was in the front. They was in the back. So the police pulled them over, right? So flashes his lights and stuff, flashes lights in the back, and asked them, "Are you guys okay?"
Like they were being kidnapped?
Yeah. And he's like,
wow.
Yeah, we're fine. Like, why are you asking that? He's like, oh, you know, just making sure. So in his mind, that was his first real incident that he seen, like, holy crap, like they really just pulled you guys over for no reason and do stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, like he was like blown away that this was a reality, our reality that happens like on a regular basis.
On a daily.
You know, like white people don't just get pulled over for random stuff.
Or live under the stress we live under.
You know, so it's like when the truth doesn't make you uncomfortable, you don't look, the truth makes us uncomfortable every day. And that's why our fight and our plight is so different, and that's why we're always rah about it, because like, hey, listen, this has been going on long enough, we had enough of this, and things got to change.
Yes, sir.
You know, so I think that's why so many people are comfortable with it.
All right,
And
so
also
speaking
fear.
about
Go
the
ahead.
truth, just real quick, I'm gonna give y'all some real truth right now. I'm having a problem like this. First of all, I don't see how Wu could sit on this damn panel and have a Cowboys poster behind him.
Oh, I see that. I
did not remove that because it hurt my heart, bro. Because I looked into the screen, I said, has that been sitting here the whole show?
It has. That's
Please.
Lucretia.
Y'all want truth? Take that
Lucretia, we
team
just took
down.
Lucretia, we took your
And
your
please.
team down.
I'd rather see an empty black space.
So
Yo,
my
no,
damn
it's
Cowboys
crazy.
was
Okay.
spraying with the
Okay,
Cowboys
so when I
in it,
walked in
and y'all
here,
let me
No,
roll
it's
like
and I
crazy.
did see
Y'all
that.
I didn't even see it.
I
I
didn't say anything.
I didn't even see it.
You know, I'm not a Cowboys fan. Period.
I would rather black space.
Yeah, know my team, so
than a
it
Cowboy.
don't matter. But anyway,
Her
when I
team is
saw-
the Bengals. You don't even count.
I'm sorry, we winning.
You
I'm sorry,
serious?
we
That
winning.
ain't the Cowboys, though.
We winning.
She said we
Okay.
winning. They serious.
So
Eli down.
I'm
and
sorry,
put that
we winning.
filthy
But when I
helmet.
saw that, I didn't say anything. I said, "Oh, okay, they
All right.
changed up on me."
No, we
Y'all
didn't.
crazy. Y'all crazy.
Burn it.
Now
Burn
some
it.
more
Yes.
serious news, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So I gotta say this, and let me say this. I want to just all of us to say our prayers and blessings to Daniel Spencer.
Yeah, so I was going to say that. Yeah, at the
to
beginning of the
Daniel
show.
Spencer.
Who?
In case y'all did not know,
Surgery.
Yes, surgery and all of this. So I'm gonna show y'all just in case y'all didn't know. Y'all know she's an avid listener,
Yes,
and
she
supporter
is.
of
The
the
program.
Man
Oh,
Cave
yeah.
Morning
Wow,
Show and BKS
man.
on radio. So we just want to wish her well.
Yes. And
Dr.
speedy
Daniel
recovery.
Spencer, aka D, from What's
Very
Happening,
big supporter of the show.
underwent
Very big
emergency
supporter.
surgery for a brain hematoma.
Oh,
all right.
wow.
So, and here's the rest
Which
of the
means
story.
in our prayers.
Somebody calling from Texas.
Okay.
And here's the rest of the story.
Dr. Danielle Spencer, better known as D from the 80s sitcom What's Happening, has announced that she had to undergo emergency brain surgery to save her life. 41 years ago, Spencer was involved in a major car accident that claimed the life of her father, actor Tim Pell, and left her in a coma for 3 weeks. On the anniversary of that accident, Dr. Spencer began to suffer from a severe headache.
Wow. I wonder, was it the stress of it?
That's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking.
Okay, and the follow-up.
On the third day of the headache, she became unresponsive. Doctors immediately performed a life-saving surgery to remove a bleeding hematoma in her brain. She is now under intense recovery protocol, but there is no estimated time of healing, and she's already battled cancer and a spinal injury in her life. Thoughts and prayers. Thoughts and prayers. We love you, Dr.
There is a GoFundMe
Yes.
to help her with what will become a very expensive journey back to health. If you have anything at all that can help Dr. Danielle Spencer get back on her feet,
you know what the GoFundMe is?
Yeah, it said they surely will appreciate it. Hit the link above to land on her page and make a donation. I'm gonna post the link into the chat and everything. But Danielle, we're praying for you,
and we will post that link, Doctor.
And we wish you well. We definitely gonna post that.
We love
link.
you. We are praying for you.
Yes,
Doctor.
we definitely much love. When I seen it, I was kind of hurt. I was quiet.
She's always been
I was
Someone
quiet.
need to post that on
an advocate
Tyler
of the
Perry's
show.
page.
Very much involved.
Big
Yeah.
supporter of BKS. You know, huge
Wow.
supporter of
Yes.
BKS. So we wish you well.
Definitely.
For sure.
Yeah, that kind of bothered me. Now going on.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Here we go.
More bad cop news, man.
Roll cops.
Let's read this story.
Oh, Lord. Georgia cop sentenced to 25 years in prison for lying about being shot by a black man.
Okay, let's open up the story
Unbelievable.
and read more of the story. Let me just get it together, good people. And here we go.
What is it? Officer Sherry Hall has been convicted on 11 criminal charges, including making false statements, violating her oath, and tampering with evidence for lying on a black man. The Jackson County officer has been sentenced to 15 years plus 23 years probation for her attempt to frame a black man, telling authorities that the man shot her. The incident happened in 2016, and as recalled by Hall, she was approached by a 6 foot, 235-pound black man, and he shot her for no reason. A bullet was later found in her protective vest.
Trying to get time off.
Okay. I'm sorry. So who shot her?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay. And there's more.
There's a
All
little
right.
bit more, yeah.
According to reports, when she called in the shooting, she claimed that the black man fired a shot at her, prompting her to.
We don't know.
Okay,
All
to
right.
what? Shoot back at the guy?
She probably took her vest off and shot into it herself and put it back on.
You know what?
That's what I said she did. I'm willing
my
to bet
God.
you.
Possibly. Possibly.
Why?
She wanted
And
time
what
off.
kind of Mickey Mouse operation? See, these are the people that are supposed to protect and serve, which they no longer have on their vehicles, by the
like
way,
I said
anymore.
that, yeah,
Anybody notice that?
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
It's not on there.
Not on
It doesn't say protect and say or serve on any of the vehicles anymore. It just tells the municipality or where they're from, but it doesn't say protect and serve. Remember
suppress
that
and
used to say
brutalize.
that? Okay, they took that off. Why? I do not know. So if there's a police officer out there who's a police
That's not
officer
their
and
job
not
anymore.
someone that's just out there just being all Rambo-ish, call in, let us know.
233-1302
and let us know why that's not on there anymore, because that's what
Not in the
I
job
looked at when I was a kid. I saw that. So these people are nuts.
Yo,
They're doing
she
all
getting
types of debauchery.
15 to 25 years.
As she should.
and then gets
As
20
she
years
should.
probation.
Let me clap that up.
Clap that up.
Okay, because that is when you take
horrible.
an oath. You're taking an oath. Now, it may not be on your vehicle, but you're taking an oath to say that you're going to do this job. You're going to do this job to the best of your ability, and you don't see. See, this is the thing. They're not supposed to see color.
Exactly.
The only color they're supposed to see is that uniform.
Yep.
And then when you do stupid stuff like this, like that other cop who shot the guy in his home, It's mind-boggling to me.
Oh,
how
I thought
they
it was
getting
my
away
apartment.
with this stuff.
Yeah, it is.
I don't understand. And then
Yeah,
I'm
it's crazy.
sorry, they have the cameras now. And something always goes
goes
wrong
yeah.
with the
When
camera
it's an
when it's
incident.
something that they do
Yeah,
that
exactly.
shouldn't be done.
A
The camera no
malfunction.
longer works. I don't understand that.
The
It's
fact
crazy
that she
to
was
me.
sentenced to 25 years surprises me because I never expect justice for
She
us.
must have been
I
dirty
never
from the
expect
beginning.
it.
And
So,
I'm
so
yeah.
the fact that she actually got what was what she deserved,
right?
I'm surprised.
So this is the thing for me. A lot of times these police officers have stuff in their own personal jackets that they won't disclose to us until something like this happens. And then they'll say, oh, well, this was a road cop, one bad apple. We had to get them out. So 9 times out of 10, they have something that they probably been investigated, an investigation that they had nothing about. And then when something like this happened, that's when all of this stuff come out, that they were a road cop, they were doing this, they were doing that. Like, it starts within, and some of these police officers, even though these are your brothers and sisters, y'all need to tell the truth and stop letting these road cops tarnish all of the good cops, because there are
Exactly.
good cops out here.
No doubt.
That's all I want to say. I'm getting off my pedestal.
No. It's okay. Dee Dee Graham said, I heard that on the news yesterday. They've been lying on black men since the beginning of time. She shot herself.
I believe it.
She shot herself. No, they said on the news she
believe
shot
it.
herself.
She shot herself.
Yes.
Oh my God.
And then said a black man did it.
Yes.
Okay, what was her did she just want medical leave? Because I
It probably
believe
the black
I
man
believe
she's trying to
you can do
date.
that.
Are you gonna leave
Wait a
my
minute.
ugly behind?
My bad.
Okay.
Tammy Walker called back. Tammy Walker said, "Yo, I tried to call. I pulled over."
336 number.
Tammy, just call back.
Please call back.
Sometimes we got
unwanted.
the crank callers numbers blocked in our head, and sometimes we think it's a crank
Facts.
caller that's just gonna say,
Please
nigga,
call back.
nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's all they do.
I'm bringing
That's all they got.
nigga
That's
back.
all they
Hey.
got.
And we be like, do they know it's Thursday to us? They be like, niggers. Be like,
Call it,
it's
set,
just-
call it, and send the
It's
niggas on.
just Thursday.
All right,
Thursday and niggas.
No doubt.
I don't have anything else to say. I'm
Yes.
just gonna say that.
No
Okay.
doubt. All right. Caller from the 336. State your name when you calling from. You on the Man Cave Morning Show.
This is Tammy Walker from North Carolina. I had to just pull over because y'all took the Cowboys poster down and put up a freaking Giants poster.
That's
Oh,
right.
you noticed that?
But who does that?
It should have never been over the airwaves of the Man
see,
Cave
see,
Morning Show.
Tammy,
You
How
made
dare
me
you?
pull
How dare
over.
you?
I pulled over on the highway to call you to tell you to put it back. Y'all have a good day. I'm going to put it back in.
as much as I love you, I had to make an executive
we threw
decision
that
Win or
and
lose.
do what was best for the
I
radio
believe the
station.
Giants.
Tammy
Look,
said
we don't
bye.
care what the
Garbage.
Giants fans up in here, partner.
That's funny.
Hey, sorry.
Dirty
You know
ass
what?
star. Get
Yo,
off
yo,
my
crazy,
wall.
man. Look, man, putting it back on the top.
All right.
Yes.
Yo,
We
it's
go-
crazy how. Go ahead.
Ne-
What you
oh,
gonna
no.
say?
Next story, real quick.
I cannot.
So two maids get drunk off woman's liquor in trash apartment after being hired as a cleaning service.
They didn't like the
Wow,
tip she
look,
gave
wow.
before.
And when
Yo.
the lady comes back, when she comes back from her trip, she opens the door.
Yes.
That's her maid sprawled out drunk on the
Yes.
floor with all her crap on the
Yes.
floor.
That's terrible. And what was they going to rob her too?
Let's read the story.
Okay.
Got
And
drunk first.
got watermelon on the floor.
Got drunk first.
God, what?
Oh, Snaps watermelon.
It's watermelon on
I
the floor.
Oh, Lord, don't
Wow.
let her be black.
All right,
Oh,
let's read it.
please, Lord Jesus.
She looks
don't let her be a
Hispanic.
black person.
Is that Genevieve Snow's
Dirty feet.
roommate
you
walked into her
crazy.
apartment on August 27 to find the maid she hired to clean her Brooklyn apartment passed out drunk on her living room floor with the home torn apart. I thought someone was dead. Snow recounted to Pix 11. I didn't know it was the cleaning lady at first because the apartment door was open and it could have been anyone. And it could have been anyone. Oh my God! Like what the? Oh, the maid and her partner are a part of a Brooklyn-based, cleaning service called. They put the name Joanne's Cleaning
Yo,
Service.
So now everybody
Tipsy service.
Oh my God!
Look, everybody hit up Joanne's Cleaning Service. And put, I know what you did last summer.
Yo.
Well, I wouldn't trust him
That's
cleaning my
terrible.
house. She got dirty ass feet.
You ain't lying. I noticed that too.
No, she was barefoot. She was barefoot.
So she's
You
cleaning
think you an
barefoot?
alcoholic? Who does that? Know you an alcoholic when?
Oh my God! She just raided
See,
the ladies' home
I'm
and
gonna
raped the ladies'
I'm
dad.
gonna keep it 100.
That's the NOD.
Let me tell you what I told
That's
my wife.
the NOD.
What I told Sam. This is real talk.
Only in Brooklyn.
Because I believe I was right now. My wife tried to tell me I was imagining things.
Oh Lord, what happened?
When we went to Mexico.
Oh God, here we go.
Real talk. We went to Mexico, and you know how you leave the little thing on there for them to come clean your room?
Yeah.
Yes.
Whatever like that. So you flip it to the back. So we flipped it to the back. I went, played volleyball, did whatever like that. Me and wife chilling. I came back. So I always leave liquor in my room, like a bottle of a pear vodka.
Right,
I know it was like this much in there, right?
Yeah,
when I came back, it was like this.
Yo, she dusted it.
You know when somebody drinks.
And I said, who been drinking? I said, you been drinking the pear? But she's like, no, I didn't drink any of that. You know, I ain't drinking that. I'm drinking wine. And I was like, I just bought the bottle.
Oh my
Did
God!
you see me out there like?
I can't.
Because when I came back, right, the same cleaning lady was on that floor. She's like, hola.
That was her.
She was super happy.
Yo,
friendly to the bug.
He cleaned your room today.
You gotta watch these cleaning.
You need your room clean?
That is.
You need clean?
Always get it safe. I don't care where you go. Always get it safe. Request a safe in your room, especially when you go overseas. Request a safe.
Facts.
Yeah. You ain't put your liquor in the safe, bitches. You gonna put your liquor in the safe? You gonna lock up the liquor?
Sandy said you drink it.
No, babe. I'm telling you. Remember, I bought a bottle from the Mexican Costco's or the Mexican Walmart.
Mexican Costco.
I bought a bottle because I bring my own bottle. I don't trust all their liquor, so I bring my own bottle.
You better not trust it.
That lady was. I'm telling you.
Hola, papi.
She drink our stuff.
Oh my God.
I cannot. Ooh, child.
She drink our stuff, man.
Oh my God.
So what was the outcome of these ladies, man, from the Joanne's cleaning service?
I'm sure they got fired.
Yeah, got fired.
I'm sure they got fired.
Joe was getting drunk in 2 languages.
Oh, I cannot. I just think that's just very sad. You have someone come to your home to clean your home, and when you come in, that would have scared the pants off of me. If I come in and see someone sprawled out on my floor, my door is open, I
would have beat him with my broom.
Check for a pulse. I'm immediately walking out and calling the cops.
Can you sit on my couch and get drunk but just be in the couch?
No.
Sit on the couch.
Nope.
P.
I want him on the floor.
Don't be in my house getting lit, and I'm not there.
I'm a beat him with the broom.
Jesus Christ.
Make him get up, clean my house
on the couch.
like they were supposed to do, and then I'm calling the cops.
You getting lit and I'm not there, and you getting lit off my supply? I don't think so. No, not cool.
Not cool.
No.
Yo, I'm telling you right now, babe, talking about I drink it. No, babe, I'm telling you, that was a fresh bottle of pear. No, I cracked it once. I usually make my little drink because when I'm on vacation, I make my drink in the morning, and I took it to the beach to play volleyball. Right, I had it in a little cup and everything.
You playing drunk volleyball?
You had it on Facebook. That's all.
Yeah, I only drank this much out of there. And when we came back to that damn room, I'm telling you, it was like half bottle like that.
I would have threw that in the trash.
Yo,
I wouldn't even have trusted that. I would have. Let me tell you, I'm real funny. Even at home, if someone touched something of mine, I don't know what you did. I don't know if you drank from it. I'm throwing it away.
No, I'm talking about when I go to Mexico. I drank Dos Equis. Stay thirsty, my friends.
Y'all stupid.
Yo, let's get to the story we didn't get to yesterday. We'll send me a clip on some more of our favorite NOD.
Which one?
You don't know what NOD means yet?
I was going to say, please tell me. Oh, okay. I knew that first one. Okay,
our favorite one.
Please tell me.
N-word of the day.
Yes. Again, 45.
Not Negro. N-word of the day.
I heard about he did this. 45.
What did the orange one do?
I'm gonna run the clip. No, he's talking. He went in on that lady Ford.
He did.
Run the clip.
He did. Dr. Ford, right? Doctor, right?
So this is actually the first time I'm hearing the clip.
Sure did.
So I'm gonna run the clip for y'all right now.
They're always going in on somebody.
What he's going through. 36 years ago, this happened. I had one beer, right? I had one beer. Well, do you think it was? Nope, it was one beer. Oh, good. How did you get home? I don't remember. How'd you get there? I don't remember. Where is the place? I don't remember. How many years ago was it? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. What neighborhood was it in? I don't know. Where's the house? I don't know. Upstairs, downstairs, where was it? I don't know. But I had one beer. That's the only thing I remember. And a man's life is in tatters. A man's life is shattered. His wife is shattered. His daughters, who are beautiful, incredible young kids. They destroy people. They want to destroy people. These are really evil people. What he's going through, 36 years ago, this happened. I had one beer.
He said, these are really evil people. Look in the mirror, bro.
Okay. You're right.
They're really good people in Charlottesville. Some of them are good.
I really, I know this is a touchy subject because with the Me Too movement and how this is all affected everybody. People coming out of the woodwork saying stuff happened to them 20, 30, 40 years ago. And I just want to say this. As a woman, you know, and being young, I've had some things happen to me as a kid. But do I want to open that from 30 years ago and, you know, let's bring this out. Let's prosecute this person. This is just me. I looked at it like I went to therapy. I don't want to rehash that. Why do this when people get in office or there's something at stake? You understand? Like even let's just take Bill Cosby. We know why this happened because Bill Cosby wanted to buy NBC, and they got all these people to come out. And the biggest person that was spearheading this, he actually paid for her to go to college. He paid all of these things. You understand what I'm saying? She kept seeing him, so to speak, after all of this stuff was done. And let me just tell you guys who are going to go in the chat and be a hater and say that I don't know my facts and I don't know what I'm talking about and this, that, and the third. I'm speaking my views. These are my views. I just feel that when you do this, what is your agenda? If you've never mentioned it to anyone 30 years ago, 25 years ago, then someone is getting ready to be in power or get a high power job. Listen, I'm for what's right. I don't care, white, black, Chinese. I don't care. I'm for what's right. This is my thing. If you're doing this so that you can get a book deal, a movie deal, or whatever kind of deal out of it, it's not cool. Yeah. It's not cool to send an innocent man to jail if you were a willing participant. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. All right?
To the flip, and I hear you and I respect you. Why would any woman that was raped, let's flip it, that something really did happen to, who suppressed it for whatever reason, why would she want to subject herself to being ridiculed by, let's say, for the president of the United States? So let's take the Kavanaugh situation, for instance. I happen to believe that she was raped by him. This is my belief, like you have yours. Fine. So what if the woman said, listen, though this happened to me, I need people to know that this person that's about to assume a position of power over other women and over other possible victims, I want it to be known. I don't want a book deal. I don't want money. I don't want this and I don't want that. I want it to be known that not only that this happened to me, but I also want it to be known that this is the type of person that you're electing. Why would anyone subject themselves to being second guessed, that you're an opportunist and this and that and third? Now, there are women out here that were raped that chose, for whatever reason, I don't know, for whatever reason, not to say nothing at all to nothing. And it affected them. Maybe they went to counseling, maybe they did not. Right. But it affected their lives. It affected their children's lives. The person that did Kavanaugh, she went to her psychiatrist 3 years ago. And it's on record and said, listen, I'm still being affected. Before this guy was even nominated. So the reason I love this program is that we can talk about all of the issues. There are opportunists. There are liars. Okay, and there are women that have been raped that are afraid, that don't want to come forward for whatever reasons. They're going to continue to stay silent and let it rock and say, "Oh well, keep it in the past."
See,
that's what's going to keep happening.
When you have somebody,
people going to keep getting raped.
When you have somebody in power, like the
by
president,
powerful white men.
Yeah, but when you have somebody in power like the president, that's mocking you.
Come on, bro.
That's laughing at you.
bad.
What kind of shit is
that's
that?
downplaying the situation. Now we're talking about women that really are victims. We're not talking about the ones crying wolf.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Because
legitimate victims.
There are ones that cry
Thank you.
wolf.
Yes.
Of course they are.
Let's
Yeah,
keep it
we know-
100.
we
Thank
know
you.
that.
We're talking
We know
about
that.
the ones that legitimately are victims, right? And you got the president of the United States downplaying it and mocking it and making fun of it.
never lied,
and this
bro.
and whatever.
triggering
because he's a rapist.
Oh, I forgot. Oh, I forgot.
With
Making
his
fun-
19 people accusing him.
Right. Making fun of things like
Come
that.
on.
Now.
Yeah.
So now, when you have like Wu said, when you have a serious situation like that, whatever, and they possibly want to come forward,
Why would they?
and say something and be open and transparent about something they went through, they're gonna be like, I don't want to be mocked. I don't want to be laughed at. I don't want to be
Yeah.
taken for a fool. This and that. I don't want people to.
And
think
that
I'm a
person that
liar.
raped me,
This and that.
they gonna rape somebody else.
They
And I ain't say nothing.
They're gonna start going through
They'll keep
all
on
this
doing
doubt.
what they doing.
They're
Yeah.
gonna start going through all this doubt,
Guilt
in their
and
minds.
shame.
You know what I'm saying?
Speak your truth.
So
Shit.
nah, I'm just.
You got raped. I don't give a say something. Give
No
a
doubt.
goddamn.
No doubt.
I don't give a if it happened to you,
You're
say
right.
something.
He's
Let
right.
the chips fall where they may. You know why? Because they're gonna rip you regardless.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna get ripped apart regardless,
Right.
this, that, and the other, say the truth.
Right.
Why
Right.
is it that some truths are cool and other truths are not?
They're not.
Yes,
Yes,
there is a
I
truth
agree.
that listen. Some people are opportunists in life. There's also here's my truth. I was raped by that guy. Oh, be quiet. Don't say nothing. Keep it to yourself. Don't say that truth, but say this truth because
Right.
you in power. F
Right.
your power.
Right.
If it happened to you, speak. Don't give a god, man.
I really haven't been following it. I just catch it on the TV every now and then, and every time I catch that dude Kavanaugh, his body language is completely
Yes,
off.
his body language
His
says
body
everything.
language says
He's
a
Listen,
not
man.
credible.
No, listen.
Yeah.
Let me tell you about Kavanaugh.
He's not
Let's be
credible.
real. What's
bro.
going on?
Okay.
He's trying to save his family. He is
Yeah.
trying to
Yes.
save face and save his marriage,
Yes.
and just save face. Period. Because he's been looked at as this upstanding person for all these years or whatever like that. So some dirt came back on him from his past that he know probably is true.
Yes.
You know, but let me. You know what I'm saying? We gotta shame this woman. We gotta shame this woman. We gotta say it's all just a move by the Democrats. Come on, help me, guys.
Man.
I don't want to lose my marriage. I don't want to lose my respect.
Yeah,
I don't
my
want to lose
seat.
my seat. Blah 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 blah. That's what he's dealing with right now.
3 years ago,
dealing-
she was in therapy
he's
talking about
dealing
I'm
with-
affected
Come
by
on,
this.
bro. And we
3
know they
years
lied.
ago.
We know they lied.
Oh,
Shout out to
please.
Bill. I love Bill Clinton.
Yo.
It's parts of my dude I love, but dude said a blatant lie to what?
didn't
To
inhale.
protect his face, to protect
Well,
his
and
marriage.
keep his
You know,
power.
Yes, and
Be
keep
quiet.
his power.
Don't say
That,
nothing.
that goes
I
back.
did not have sexual
Sexual
relations with that woman.
Lewinsky.
Yeah.
Come on, Bram.
Came forward
Come
that
on, fam.
she was underneath.
It
the
depends
desk.
what
I
is.
cannot.
is.
But you know what?
This is
Depends
where
on
the
what
issue
is,
comes in.
is.
It comes in this
Yo,
way,
break,
guys.
man.
The
It's your
issue comes in
definition
the
of sex.
entitlement. And the reason why I say the entitlement, how many black men have been, and I'm not making it black and white, but I want to show you where that certain entitlements and these guys, the fact that they think they can do what they want, go with their sense of entitlement.
Yes.
Meaning,
Speak to
how many
that.
black men, and I say this, have cheated on their wives, right? Which I don't agree with, but have cheated on their wives, been under the gun, and they don't, because we don't have a sense of entitlement, we deal with it as, but our body language stays the same. The reason why I'm saying that body language says a lot. Now, I know you said he was trying to protect his family, you know what I mean? Because obviously these are things that happened before he got married or whatever, right? Or during marriage, I don't know. Like I said, I don't even follow it because I just look at it as another guy that's going to get off. Seriously.
Yeah,
That's how I
you're
look
right.
at it.
You're
I
right.
just look at it like ain't no need of me looking into it, getting all emotional.
It's a good.
have gotten away with
Yes,
it.
they have.
And it's
Yes,
been
they
business as usual. Now what you're seeing is that their grip on power and on reality is slipping.
Right.
When the chickens come home to roost, I'm never sad. I'm always glad. Let the chips fall where they may. Bro.
First shall be
Please.
last and the last
And
shall be first.
and if you have to adjudicate a case, you're supposed to be fair, impartial, and not influenced by your emotions.
Right.
I saw her testimony, and I saw his.
Right.
Yeah.
I saw how emotional he was. I saw
That's the
how
point.
angry
That's
and
the-
vicious.
yes,
And let me
yes.
tell you one damn thing. Let me tell you one damn thing.
Yes.
If that was a black judge with his face screwed up,
They'd have been
they would
like,
say he's hysterical.
Yes.
He's obviously guilty.
Yes.
They would
Yes.
lock his ass up and then investigate.
Oh.
It wouldn't be no wait.
Well, hold up, man. Clarence Thomas, come on, bro. Come on. Dude was a little dirty.
Yeah, he's very dirty.
He's very dirty.
And what side? Okay. And what side politically was he on?
But but listen.
Thank you.
Listen, I was shocked that they rallied around him to save his position, his job.
Republican,
and the crazy thing about it, when you see the movie, like I saw the movie when Kerry Washington played Anita Hill, and I was like, I didn't know all of that. I didn't know that they really tried to play her out.
Yes, they did.
Okay,
Yes, they
I
did.
see your point. Let me just speak to that. Let me speak to that. There is such a thing as a black man. I mean, as a white man with black skin. Okay, Clarence Thomas.
Yeah, definitely.
Wait now, it's politically white.
No, wait a minute, Werewolf.
He's white.
Hold on.
He's hold on.
You're telling the truth.
No, ain't no
You're
hold
telling
on.
the truth.
He's
Hold on,
Republican. Wait. He's
telling the truth.
Republican.
I'm just as
he's
black
against
as black can get.
He's against abortion. So when you see that type of red herring,
Here, buddy.
when you see that type of red herring, when a person is white in everything except skin complexion, right? They throw you off the beaten path.
Right.
That's an enemy to our people, and he was used to divide us. So, okay, so if that was Barack Obama, it wouldn't go down like it went down with Clarence Thomas. Don't act like you don't know what I'm talking about.
You're right. And you
Don't
know
act
what?
like that.
Something you
Don't be
said.
disingenuous.
Something Wu said.
It's a white man, bro.
Something.
So
Wu-
Oreo.
Something Wu said that stuck in my
No
head.
affirmative action, no education, no nothing, no abortion, nothing.
Something you said that stuck in my head. I'll never forget.
Speak, Dennis.
I'll never forget when they were interviewing Clarence Thomas, and he was fine throughout the questioning and everything,
Right.
and the interrogations. You know when he got upset? When they called him an Uncle Tom, he cried. And that goes to what you
Does
said.
he know who
that
he is?
Didn't, exactly. I heard the justice system refer to me as an Uncle Tom. I would have gladly taken that because that said that they're trying to bring me down. He felt the man really, to me at that time, thought that he was on the same level with white folk. And when they called him an Uncle Tom, it just reminded him
that who he was.
And he was.
I'm gonna tell you something right now. I'm gonna say this. Don't be mad at me, people. This is a morning show.
And
We
it
speak
is
our
the
truth.
morning.
Our truth. This is
Okay.
just me saying this.
Okay.
Clarence Thomas was more appealing to the system,
right?
Because he had a white wife.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. I agree.
I'm sorry.
I
sorry.
agree.
It's the
I
truth.
agree. No, it's the truth.
Would the situation have played out different
if
his wife was black?
Yeah, it would have.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
It's
Yes.
what
Would
made it
Anita
worse.
Hill,
Yes.
Anita Hill
Yes.
had gotten the justice that she was seeking?
Yeah,
If he
you're
had a
right.
black wife,
Yeah, they would have took everybody down.
I don't even. Yeah,
The dog
that's a good
too.
point.
I'm gonna
They
leave it
would've
there.
They would have took
That's
the
an excellent
dog down too.
I'm sorry. I digress.
And we all last thing we also know when we're at wars, two parties at war, they are spies. Am I correct?
Yes.
The enemy comes into your camp, says, "I will give you this and I will give you that," and what do? They flip you. So even though you got the uniform on your side, you doing what? You're secretly working for the other side. Please Google COINTELPRO as reference to African Americans. Stop.
You ain't lying, bro.
Stop.
Yeah.
It's a tactic.
That whole movie would have played out different, bro.
Oh
You're
yeah,
right.
yeah.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah, without the gold standard of the white woman.
What was the movie about Anita Hill? Confirmation?
Yeah.
That movie been called Confirmed.
Yes,
Well,
it was.
do you guys
It's confirmed.
Okay,
That
so
you-
do
that
you
you
guys
right.
feel that just because he had a white wife that made a difference, or was it the fact that Anita Hill was black in making these charges.
It was both.
Listen,
now that you put it
they
that way, it
embraced
was
Clarence Hill like he's one of us.
Because he had a white wife?
For many reasons.
Okay.
Well, that was one of the reasons. That was definitely one of them.
I get what you guys are saying, but I would think even back then in that time, and it wasn't that long ago, it was in the 80s, but if you think about it, interracial marriages was still, taboo. So I don't think it was that.
I think so.
Okay, I mean, no,
she groomed him to be one of the good old
you're in
boys.
power,
Okay.
When you're in power,
Okay.
who's by your side
I
makes a
get you,
difference.
but I just didn't see it that way. I just see it that Anita Hill was African American, and they just didn't believe her.
So when Clarence,
if she was white, if she was blonde and blue eyes,
he'd have went down.
He'd have went down.
So when
white,
Clarence,
you gonna go white wife, and
so
you gonna take another one?
When Clarence Thomas accessed social programs like welfare, when his black wife put him through school and worked while he went to college, he gets into power and now wants to abolish the very social systems that supported him.
Right.
You're beyond a hypocrite. Beyond you're a complete whitewash sellout. Now, in the Kavanaugh case, what I think is interesting is there's no race involved except the white race.
Yeah.
Wait, you got a white man versus a white woman.
Yeah.
So now they're gonna lean on their sexist aspect.
Yeah, I'm about to. That's why
because
he's
you
gonna
can't
go
say
down.
you can't discredit this woman, even though they're trying to discredit her.
Yeah.
She's a white woman. She's established. She's a doctor, right? She has no. Look, it's not. She's not bringing legal charges. It's a job interview. Remember. Right? She's not asking for money or anything. So now what they're doing is they're assassinating her character the way they assassinate us. For instance, both of them, John gets shot in his own apartment. Oh, that nigga's smoking weed. Right. So now what you're seeing is you're seeing their very tactics turned against them. And the world is watching because that's what Martin Luther King did. He let the world see the hypocrisy and the brutality. So now what you're seeing is a crossroads moment for America. Are we going to continue to let, men abuse women or not? Lastly, there are 1,000 women clapping when Donald Trump disrespected that woman.
I was just going to say
1,000 women.
Yeah, I saw them.
And there were many women that got Trump elected, even though there are 19 women alleging, including his wife, saying that he raped her. You see what I'm saying?
Wow.
You are starting to see America have to address its hypocrisy.
But you know what?
Female
Trump supporters, bro, need to be ashamed of them.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna keep it.
Absolutely.
You know what? I get it. Vote for who you want to vote for.
Yeah,
but if you a female and a Trump supporter,
something
you need to be
wrong with
ashamed
you.
of your damn self, for real.
And a lot of them are ashamed of themselves and him, but won't say that.
And a lot of them is at the rallies clapping too.
By the T-shirt.
That bitch is a liar. She's lying. Look.
Right,
and that other lady. The other lady's a liar. And the other lady. Yeah, the other lady. And the other one. And the other one. And the other one. This is yellow pudding. It was only 40 bitches. It's not 50. Like, stop.
Because you know what?
One person you raped, dog.
Because all Republicans stick together.
That they do.
They stick together, whether they're right, wrong, or indifferent. They stick together.
That is a fact.
Period.
Facts.
Even when they know.
This guy's been in office way too long.
And the other one.
Real quick.
Yeah.
We got to transition, but let's read some comments real quick. Shout out to everybody on checking, man. Marine said, America isn't equal and it's different strokes for different folks. Tammy Walker said they now showing the white women that they don't have value, that the value that they thought they had with their own.
Absolutely.
No doubt. Women continue to fight to be heard.
Clap.
No doubt.
Yes.
No doubt.
Yes.
Julius Gray, right now, all I'm hearing is Trump's voice saying, look at my African American. Isn't he great?
Yes.
I can't.
He says stuff like that, though.
He does say stuff like that.
He's like, what?
Look at him. There he is.
I know.
Look at him, my African American
Rub
right
his
here.
head
Look
for a
at
lot
him.
of
He's
people.
clapping for
Rub
me.
his head for a lot.
Shout out to Remote Span, said we need to stick together as well. No doubt. Let me tell you. That goes back to what Mike said earlier. Let's not forget about what he said or whatever. The key is being woke.
Yeah.
So whether you white and woke,
stay
woke, whether you
woke.
black and woke, whether you Asian and woke, that it's the woke ones that need to come together and unite. Yeah. You know what I'm saying, and fight this injustice that's going on in America as a whole.
You're right, brother.
Let's say this because I got an inbox one time, and I won't put them out there, but it was by a Caucasian person. It was like, I love when you guys talk about relationships,
But not about race.
But when but sometimes it always seems to go black and white. And this was a legitimate statement that was made. And I said, sometimes it always seems to go black and white. I was like, because our show deals in reality.
Yeah.
No, and I didn't really mean to drop it on them. It deals in reality, and this is real issues that we don't. If we don't say it,
exactly,
who's gonna know?
Who else is going to talk about it?
Yeah,
and see, and that's and when I said it to a person like that, no, I get it, I understand. You know, I know what you guys are.
They
faced
want you
with.
to stay asleep.
He said, I know what you guys. They said, I know what you guys are faced with, and then I was like, do you really?
Yeah, exactly.
And at the same time, then. It's the person like that I really want to listen to our show.
Yeah, exactly. To understand.
Listen to our show and understand. It's not an attack. And let me clear this up right now because I don't want to sound cliche, but I have a lot of white friends. Right. But
you funny.
But no, I'm keeping it 100. Y'all need to listen to this. And whatever you need to listen to the Man Cave Morning Show. And we don't always just go there, but we always seem to go in that direction because every day is something different.
It's the news.
It's something different. The injustice from the opposition, it never stops.
You can't be upset with us for actually talking about what's going on.
It never stops.
You know,
because this is our life.
It's our life.
Again, I'm gonna say this: this show is for everybody, but don't get insulted or whatever and feel some type of way, right? When we speak the truth about some of the things your people do.
Let us not
no disrespect.
Let us not forget that this is a business. Norm is a businessman. He considers demographics. He monitors the show. He talks to us behind this. No, I'm keeping it 1,000. But here's the thing. I just want to underline something my boss said. And then something else comes across our desk. And something else comes across our desk. And more injustice and more of a disservice. Okay? We are the counterbalance to what else is out there. What else is out there?
Right.
Whitewash, Pollyannish, just pull your pants up and just believe in the American dream. I just want to say this. We are cognizant of it. No, my boss is cognizant of it. On the other hand, we don't make the issue. Right. We don't make the story.
It's reported.
We don't make the clip. But what do? We report it from our perspective, just like the world, right? Reports it from their perspective.
Right.
So the problem is not the problem, and we're getting more traction.
If you want to hear 2 hours of Cardi B, y'all got the Breakfast Club.
Yeah, am I right?
Y'all can go check that out.
And so it offers a counterbalance.
Not 2 hours of Cardi B.
But I just wanted to just say that it's something that Norm really thinks about. It's thought put into this. It's not just I hate white people in the end. No, it's what is the balance of speaking truth to power? That's all I wanted to say. Go ahead, I'm done.
No doubt. Look, man. Look, don't forget about what's popping
on the 13th
next week, October 13th. It's going down. It's going to be another fun day. If you ever been to one of our events, it's fun. We have fun. It's a good time. It's grown sexy. It's no young little teeny bopper stuff, whatever like that. It's a grown sexy night out.
And we got Glam Dog back
music with
ladies
hooks.
For you and your girls, for you and your man, fellas, for you and your girl, you and your boys. It's always a good time. Come on out to our monthly Who Owns the Mic? Saturday, October 13th. Who Owns the Mic? Singers, spoken word artists, comedians, by applause only open mic. And guess what? Our special guest in the building will be the Force MDs. And you know what? Why the Who Owns the Mic is going on? They're going to be filming their new video.
Nice.
Make you happy. So you can also be a part of the video. Come on out, look your best. It's only $10 to get in and have a good time. Live DJ, guest artists, drink specials, grown sexy night at the Express Lounge, 301 Richmond Street, Plainfield, New Jersey. Express Lounge, nice place, man. Beautiful place, whatever like that. Come on out and have a good time. Again, that's the Express Lounge, 301 Richmond Street, Plainfield, New Jersey, Saturday, October 13th. Now check this out.
And me and the rest of the Force MDs be signing autographs.
Now look, if y'all get the advance tickets, if you get the advance tickets, right, the $10 advance ticket, you get dinner with that.
Yeah, the chicken.
So Yes. So you actually get dinner with that. So when you see the links and when you see any of us post it up, whatever, click on that link and get your advance ticket. It's only $10 for a real great night of fun. Some excellent, awesome entertainment. I'll be on the ones and twos playing that classic music, that good music. So come check us out. The Who Owns the Mic open mic. So if you know a singer, again, a spoken word artist or a comedian, right, or somebody that even got some nice clean rap. You don't want all that. Sit up. What? You know what I'm saying? It's a grown, sexy night. It's a grown, sexy night. But y'all definitely gonna have a good time. Make sure you try to get them advanced $10 tickets. All right. So that's October 13th. Mark that down on your calendar.
Yes.
All right. Saturday.
And for those of you who don't know, that's next week.
Yes.
Yeah.
Next Saturday.
Let's get them.
For you wage slaves that don't know what day it is.
Next week.
Yes, it's coming up. It's approaching.
That is next week. And also, too, November is approaching. November 10th and November 17th. It is the Final Deceit play. All right. Written, directed by Juanita, Caring Hearts Town. All right. Final Deceit stage play. I would rather live a life alone than to live a life built on lies, deceit, and manipulation. All right. That's going to be at the first Unitarian Society of Plainfield, 724 Park Avenue, Plainfield, New Jersey, 07060, November 10th and 17th. All right, 5:30 p.m. 5:30 p.m. All right, not 5 o'clock, not 6 o'clock. 5:30 p.m. it's going to start. All right, tickets, I think the ticket price actually is $20. So there's a new flyer that's about to come out and everything. So when you see that new flyer, you see the link, click on that link and get your tickets. It's going to be an awesome play. And guess what? Your boy Storm Knowing the General, I'm actually in the play. Nice. And I play the character of Dave. So come check me out. Akisa from the R&B group Allure plays the character of Delisa. She plays my wife in the play. She ain't saying she a good wife, though. The play is called Final Deceit. All right, so for more information, contact Juanita at what? 908-986-8474. E&J Productions, Caring Hearts by Juanita LLC. The play is called, again, Final Deceit. That's November 10th and November 17th. So mark that on your calendars as well. And don't forget to come out to that Who Owns the Mic, man. Yes. First and foremost, let me say, Jackie D, we are so glad to have you back.
The West Coast is amongst us.
BKS West Coast coming back to be a vision, a profession.
I cannot.
Free from
Facts.
She takes her penicillin shot.
Don't do that.
Whatever you want, my king. Bark like a dog.
I was thinking that. I was just thinking that.
Welcome back.
What do you want to eat?
Yo.
Thank you, guys.
Oh my God. Kiss in this one.
Oh my God.
Oh Lord.
Burn the damn station down.
The Man Cave Morning Show Plus.
The female cave. Shut up, stop nagging.
No doubt. We want to thank everybody for joining us on the Man Cave Morning Show.
For sure.
Definitely. You know, we will be back tomorrow for another edition of the Man Cave Morning Show, man. You know, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for no matter what platform you check us out on. And it's funny, somebody hit me the other day, was like, yo, I never see y'all responding on the website, in the chat, whatever, because you know what? We be partial to our Facebook people,
True.
But no, we there. We want to start going on all the platforms because actually our show is actually going to transition to YouTube and the website.
Oh, nice.
It's going to transition just to that, so you're going to have to go to YouTube and the website. And there's going to be a Facebook fan page for the Man Cave Morning Show.
Yeah.
So we'll be sending out the invites for all of that. And the show will broadcast from there as well. All right?
No,
so,
you're such a genius.
Man, cut it out.
I'm just talking about the way you're transitioning off Facebook.
YouTube is where it's at.
I'm just saying.
We're everywhere.
Yeah.
Y'all got to remember this.
Worldwide.
Yes.
This show is never about us.
Nope.
It's always about you.
Because
you are
the next best kept secret.
We love y'all. Peace and blessings, man. Share it out.
Love you guys.
Hey. Man Cave.
Jackie D. AKA DJ Glam Dog.
Woo. Man Cave. Woo.
New wave.
Man Cave. It's the Man Cave. Bye. Woo. Hey.
Yo, this is Chris Spencer, and you're on BKS1 Radio.
It's your girl Chanel, BKS1 Radio, and I'm here with the beautiful Garcelle Bouvet.
I'm paying you later. Hey, I'm the queen of comedy, some more, and right now you're rocking with BKS1 Radio.
BKS1 Radio Network. I'm here with the amazing Miss Tasha Smith. How you doing?
I'm doing so good. Thank you for coming out.
Yes.
I really appreciate it.
Hello, Denise Boutte. Hey, what's up? Shout out to BKS1 Radio. See you soon.
Brick City's finest, J.D. Williams. I'm in the Savage Podcast Studio, chilling at BKS1 Radio.
BKS1 Radio. I'm here with the legendary Mr. Dick Gregory. How you doing today, sir?
Fantastic, brother, and thank you.
This is Essence Atkins, and this is BKS1 Radio.
Jamie Foxx, BKS1 Radio. What's going on with you?
Storming on. This is George Dr. Funkenstein Clinton for BKS1 Radio. They be doing the dog, y'all.
Yo, this is Chris Spencer, and you're on BKS1 Radio.